Good morning students, welcome back to my computer classes. In this video we are going to continue chapter 3 array. In my last video we have learned what is an array, its need and use, its types and how to declare array of different types such as int, float, char and string. So today we will learn how to input value or data in array based programs. Data can be input using 4 different methods. By using assignment method, by using function argument method that is known as BlueJ, by using input stream reader method, by using scanner method. Already you are familiar with these 4 methods of input data. But now today we will learn how to input data using array through these 4 different types of input method. You can do this on page number 167 already given in your book. You can see using array elements. An array element can be used for processing as shown here, array name, subscript, and for example M1 means element of M at one subscript. So here also types are given. Using these different types or methods, we can assign the values in the array. So first is input array by using assignment method. In this method, values are defined within the programs itself. It may be an integer, a float, a char or a string type. Already you know assignment method with the programs. In the assignment method, values are already provided within the program. We are not accepting from outside of the program. We will use the value within the program, or values are known to the programmer. So first see for integer type. You can see it on page number 167. Its example is int m subscript. M square bracket, pair of square bracket, it is called subscript. So M is a subscripted variable or an array which has integer values 15, 7, 22, 12, 34 and 45. Same way character type array. Char M subscript is equal to JAVA. So every character will enclose within the pair of single bracket, or you can say within single quotes and separate with comma. Then same way for string type, string M is array of string type. It can hold strings, number of strings. Here 3 strings are there, Amit, Sam, Aman. And you know string is always enclosed within double quotes and separate with the commas. Now we will do one program for integer type array. It is given on page number 167 of your book. See, public class sample, public static void main string args. Then variables we need int I and sum is equal to 0. Variable I will use for the for loop and sum will use to calculate the sum of array elements or sum of the values stored in the array. So here is one assignment type array. Int m subscript is equal to, its values are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These values are called elements of array m. And each element will have some subscript on which they are different. They are having same name as m, but they are different on their subscript. For example, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they are in the single variable m. So they are different on the subscript. As you can see, 2 is on 0, 3 is on 1, 4 is on 2, 5 is on 3, 6 is on 4. So we will start one for loop that will begin with the 0 and will work less than 5. Less than 5, total 5 elements are there. So as we begin with the 0, it will go up to less than 5, that is 4. So our subscript you can also see from 0 to 4. So see, for I is equal to 0, I less than 5. The value of I is 0. And now check the question. Is I less than 5? Answer is yes. 0 is less than 5. So true. Now we will calculate the sum. Sum is equal to m plus I. M plus I. Sum is equal to sum plus mi. So I is 0. So what is on m0? That is 2. 2 will be added in sum. Then I plus plus will be 2. I is 0. I less than 5. Condition true. Then I will be added in sum. What is on I? 2. 2 will add in sum. Then I plus plus, we will go for the next value. That 0 plus 1 will be 1. So 1 is less than 5. So M1 will be added in sum. What is on M1? 3. So 2 plus 3. Next I plus plus means we will go for the next value. That is 2. What is on 2? I2, that is 4. So 4 will be added in sum. This way one by one all numbers will come and its sum will be calculated in the variable sum. So when this loop will stop its working, then it will display its output as sum of array elements plus sum. See inside, when the value of I is 0, what is on 0 subscript 2? Then I1 next element, I2 next element, and so on. This way all the values will come one by one and added in sum. So you can do same way other programs also. Now you can see one character type program in your book. Same way here I variable and char m will hold the different characters and close within single quote and separate with the commas. And then its task is to display the array elements. So loop will work from 0 to less than 8. Total 8 elements are there. So one by one all elements will come and display. System.out.println mi. What is on mic? First I will be 0. What is on 0? C. M I means I am 0 means C will display. Then I plus plus, next value of 0 will next value 0 plus 1, that is 1. What is on mi? Mi means 1 and next element 0 will print. This way one by one next to next element will be displayed. Now you can see on page number 168. Compilation and execution of the program is given here. So click on, how to type the program. After typing, click on compile. Then if no syntax error is there, then click on close. Then come on the class icon and here right click on this and click on void main. Then method call window will appear. Click on OK. And on terminal window you can see the result or output. And same way string type program is given here. String type using assignment method. So public class sample public static void main string args int I string m means array of string type. Here 5 values are given: Amit, Sumit, Rohit, Vijay, Mohit, and the task is to display these values. So for loop will work from 0 to less than 5 and print the values with the mi. As I will change its value, same way its value of string will also go next to next and display. Here sample output is shown. You can see. And now see how to get the length of array. As you know, we can get the length of a string also. For string we have length function. Same way we can also get the length of array using length function. The function, this length function is used to find the length of elements stored in the single dimensional array. For example, int m 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are 5 elements in this integer type array m. So how to get its length? Int L is equal to m dot length. You can see here length function is given without round brackets. But when we use this same function with string, we are having round brackets, pair of round brackets. So this is the difference between length function without round brackets and length function with brackets. So length function without brackets is used to calculate the length of array, and length function with round brackets is used to get the length of string. So length function without brackets will use to get the length of array that we will use in the next programs. Till now, today we will do up to this only. Do practice of the programs with the assignment type. Here it is given on page number 167 and page number 168. You have to write these programs on your copies with the heading by using assignment statement. Okay, you have to write this heading, and under it you have to write different type of a one program of different type: integer type, character type, and string type. Till then, goodbye. We will meet in our next video.